Hey guys, AJ here, back with another live for you. It's Monday, guys. I think it's the beginning of the summer. I think. Chris, has summer started yet? I,
Definitely,
I don't even
definitely.
know, right? You're up in Connecticut, right?
It's
Yeah, how's
started.
the
It's been
weather
started.
up there? There you go. There you go, man. Look at that, man. Yeah, it's nice to warm. Those fires are still going up in Canada, though, man. You know what I'm saying? So all you
No,
guys that are on the East Coast, watch out for the air quality, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, you know. But
man, that whole situation. That's bottom line is these hoes are still out here. All right,
straight up, dude. Yeah, I
sundress
know.
season's been out for a month now, so it don't
Yep.
matter. That's not that no fires. It's not gonna stop the hustle.
Well, the
You know.
thing is, there's fires for these chicks now. They're trying to put out because they're putting all their business out there and they ain't making any money, right? You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying? And
Oh man.
guys, I got Chris here. Chris, you about about yourself and about before we get into this.
Oh yeah, of course. I just recently dropped a video. I'm going to start going in on the topic of the secret relationship between older men and younger women and why men our age don't want to talk about it. So I just dropped a recent video about this. It got some decent views, so I'm gonna continue to talk about it.
Is it really the secret though? I mean, older men and younger women have always dated. If you go to like Hispanic kind of countries where it's more acceptable for like
Oh,
older men.
I mean, like in America,
Okay.
in terms of especially when you're dealing with the black community, like
Yeah.
it sucks. Like if you're like a black man, and if you're over
Oh yeah.
30,
Yeah. Yeah.
and if you date any girl under the age of 30, they're gonna call you a
Yeah.
metaphile.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's
So
true. And it's crazy because my great granddad, or was it my granddad? He was like 23 years older than my grandma.
yeah, that
No,
used to be the norm back then.
my
It's just
my great granddad. Yeah, 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 yeah. My great granddad. He was like in his mid to late 30s because his first wife, passed away in childbirth. So he had to find another wife. You know what I'm saying? And
oh
that's how
man,
it works. And oftentimes, you know what I'm saying? Older men are the only men who have stuff to actually like. Back in the day, they'd have land, they'd have a job, they'd have all these other things. You know what I'm saying? So why,
yeah,
as a father, would you want see the whole IKEA marriage where you have a young couple and they were 20, 21 or whatever getting married? That's a relatively new thing, right?
yeah. And even
And
then, that's dying out because
yeah,
young ladies don't have patience for that anymore.
yep, that's
So
facts. And
you got
all the women that are the happiest who get married are the ones that end up getting married. Maybe they meet a guy in college, they meet a guy, whatever, and then they end up having history. You know what I'm saying? This is why they were saying, "Oh, well, why?" I see some rich guys with like fat, ugly wives. But it's like, yeah, but she was cute when they first met 20 years ago, and dude might be rich, but he's with her because they have history. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So, but these girls play themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, and also too, even if homeboy does cheat, hey, why don't you tell all the young girls that are after your husband to stay away from him? You know what I'm saying? Trying to steal him away from you. So, guys, we're gonna talk about the OF girls, right? And the OF girls are saying there's an article that dropped this month. OF models feel the pinch of a sluggish economy. I'm working harder than ever. If
Oh
you can even
Lord.
call that work, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't say, guys, like, okay, I'm a little bit older. So I remember, watching Corn and stuff in the late 90s and the early 2000s and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And guys, you gotta realize that the Corn industry was always like, the big tapes and the in the weird stores that there, or like all the blockbusters, or all the rental stores have the weird section in the back that all the perverts would go in and get these big. And it's funny because all the Corn tapes were always, they have the big boxes, like the unnecessarily big boxes, so you see them trying to stuff them under their coat when they were trying to walk out of the place. You know what I'm saying? But then the internet is when Corn blew up. So I want to say about 2001 to about 2010, and that's when, like, I mean, all the genres started coming out, right? All the different types of girls and all this stuff started blowing up, right? Because all of a sudden there was websites and all this other stuff. So all of a sudden it was everywhere. And the one thing that I just don't get about the guys, I swear, the internet was made first for the launch codes and second for corn. The moment that they sent the secret information to the government, they started uploading corn, right?
Yeah.
Guys, corn is free. Why are you knuckleheads paying for freaking OF? Why?
Oh,
Something, please.
I got the answer. I got the answer for that. Well,
Why?
people blame so much stuff nowadays on the incels, you know, the single guys playing video games. These are not the people that are buying the OnlyFans content. They're not. Trust me. They don't have the money for it. It's the married men.
Yeah. Yeah. These guys, they've been married for 30 years. Their wife is driving them nuts. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, just like Top G and a couple other dudes said, that all these girls are just talking to these guys and being nice to them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. So, so that's kind of the whole thing, is they're selling them an experience. Or even there's even like escorts and ladies of the night that actually say that they're like counselors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll actually have a guy like, and that's one of the things that Kevin Samuel said about his business when he used to coach guys. Is he had guys who were multimillionaires, top 1% dudes, whose wives were treating them like they were on fries at McDonald's.
Yeah.
So part of the thing that he would do is make them realize, understand what their worth was, give them the numbers and say, look, you're in the top 1%, and she's treating you like you're a friggin' bus driver. And of course, oftentimes they have problems in their marriage because it's all about power. We can't physically dominate women, so they have to do things insidiously, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
So yeah. So now the one thing that they don't understand is, real fast, how much does the average OF only? Yes. Oops. All right, here we go. Boom. What do they say in England? Here we go. Boom. I guess that's like ghetto speak in England. They say boom, like when instead of like, I don't know, or bruv.
They do that in New York too, low key. Yeah. But they do say that in England, but they say it in a funny way. It's like
average earnings from OF $180 a month.
Yeah, that people, I don't know why people are shocked with that. It's interesting because most of the OnlyFans models that I know in real life, I'm talking about first name basis, they can't just do OnlyFans. They got to do TikTok. They got to do Instagram.
Hey, say
they gotta,
OF instead of
oh, my bad.
Of the word.
Yeah, so but they still got to strip. They still got to escort. You know, a lot of them. So when if you see like one girl breaking out on OnlyFans, that's just one.
Yeah, and it's not for long either.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing: the internet speeds everything up, right? Yeah. Because you have girls who would get into corn, right? And corn has a new generation every, I would say, 6 to 8 years, right? So you'll have a girl, I mean, also 18 to about 24, 26, right? And then they have to transition into different, you know, you gotta specialize in the categories. I watched a little documentary special on this, right? So, and if girls are Asian or if they're black or whatever, they can get away with, you know, being in the mainstream more. But once you start getting older, you get to branch out. OF, every year, it's like there's always new girls in there that are, or new people who will do more and more extreme stuff and all types of things. So you got to do a lot to manage to keep Gang is in the house, Tom's in the house, Doug MPA's in the house. What's going on, guys? But yeah, man, like, so even the girls that are making, you know, 6 figures a month, that doesn't last, right? Because there's so many people on OF now, and the internet is so specialized. You know what I'm saying? So it's a joke. But anyways, let's get to this article here, right? Let's go. Let's get to this article, bruv, right? Okay. So the plunging economy has been hard on one particular sector. Adult workers who say that decades-high inflation has forced their clients to cut back on discretionary spending. You think, right? And Allie Ray, a 30-year-old Massachusetts woman who left her $84,000 a year nursing job to earn a monthly six-figure income on OF, told the Post on Friday that she and other online creators have seen their incomes take a hit recently. Many top creators are hurting really bad, she said. It's definitely something that's happening. Okay? Ray, who during the pandemic earned... Oh, and that's another thing. I'll finish this one. But Ray, who during the pandemic earned as much as $200,000 a month, told the Post that her income has fallen 25% in recent weeks. Other OF performers have seen their incomes drop by as much as 50%. Let's click on this article here.
Man, she didn't save none of that money, bro. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna talk about the money part too, man. We're the great minds think alike here. All right. What is this? Only stars hiring professional ghostwriters to send the X-ray. Oh, hilarious. Okay. Are they using, was it Chat GP or whatever?
Yeah, Chat GPT.
To dirty talk people. You understand? All right. My traffic has been down a lot, she said. I'm working harder than I've ever been. Guys, get your violins, right? Come on. Ray, who used some of her OF earnings to create a crypto-friendly platform for adult workers, told the Post that as one of the site's top earners, she can withstand slowdowns. But those at the bottom, however, may need to find new lines of work, of course. Now, what's funny is they have one porn star who's like really, really famous for just being a low down, she'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna name the name, but she was actually an escort in New York, and I watched an interview with her once because she was on like Vlad TV or something, and she said that she was an escort in New York, like a high price escort, and this is in the 2000s, and one of her friends moved out to LA during the whole corn boom of the 2000s and told her how much money she was making. She's like, wait a minute, you're making that much money to only do that? So she flew out to LA, and she's known to do she's just like the ghost of her father is depressed because of the amount of crazy stuff she does. But anyways, okay. She said this is going to weed out all the small level creators that are not going to be able to withstand the race. And if they're not thinking about other endeavors, they will, since a lot of people don't have the extra income. Other OF models, said they have noticed similar trends. I've seen a dip in spenders. My whale tippers haven't been online as often, and I'm getting more freeloaders on my freeloaders. Come on, man. Reddit forums frequented by these workers who service clients at brothels said they've seen their workload decrease. I just sat at the broth for 6 hours with 0 clients, said one anonymous worker. It makes me so pissy, and it makes me feel so ugly and not good enough to be booked. Same at my broth. I'm only getting bookings here and there from my regs. Economy's going to SHIT. World War III potential inflation out of control. And I bet all these chicks voted for Biden.
Yeah.
But here, I'm going to click on this Reddit so there's multiple Reddits here. But okay, so let's talk about the money, right? If there was any of us in this chat right now, guys, drop in the chat what you would do if somehow you got a job making $200,000. Just if you hit the jackpot with no increase in your skills, no nothing. You just all of a sudden got a job making $200,000 a month. you know damn well that you would save all that money because you knew it was going to run out. You knew it. Let's just say that like me and Chris get somehow they like, hey, you guys are gonna be the new Milli Vanilli or like start a new boy band, and we're girls singing songs. Now we know we're not any damn good, right? But somehow they're gonna pay us $200 a month. I mean $200,000 a month. I am gonna save every penny of that money. Okay, you weren't gonna see me buying any expensive shoes or cars or any of that. So I can make $200,000 a month for a year and be, man, shit. Chris, say something, man.
I mean, my credit, basically all of my debts would be cleared first, and then I would literally hoard that money like a small hat person.
Facts. You'd be like a squirrel at a tree sitting on a bunch of money.
Yeah, I'd be hoarding. I already do that. I already do that already. But
yeah, that's like all these guys who you see who do the overseas security work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't want to say the name of the company, but they hire the special forces guys to go protect officials overseas. My homeboy back in the day worked for them. He was making like $300,000-$400,000 a year. He did it for 4 or 5 years. Saved all that money and got out. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows it's not something that's gonna last. Yeah. Either the risk is too high or you get deleted. You know what I'm saying? And these OF chicks just think that this money's never gonna run out. And that brings me to, I mean, seriously, guys. And I always say this: I don't want a music career. I want one hit. I want one album, one tour. You know what I'm saying? A tour bus. We can dance around with our, looking like the Backstreet Boys, our shirts off, smash some chicks on the tour bus, and that's it. Have a reunion tour in like 10 years, and that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? I just want some money. Give me like $500,000 or $600,000. You know what I'm saying? I invest that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm chilling. But these OF chicks, man, this is the difference between men and women, and this is how they say those who have privilege just don't even recognize it. Because even the idea that girls can just, so we call the peace leave nature's credit card.
Nature's credit card.
And it's one of the oldest like transactionals that there were, because
how about just box? I just be like, man,
box. Just box. Guys don't have the option to just all of a sudden, use genitalia as currency. That's not how it works, But yeah, quick money, man, equals, quick money equals slow problems.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And you know what's interesting? You brought up the music point. It's interesting that TLC, they came up with that song "No Scrubs," right?
Yeah,
and that really influenced a whole generation of ladies. Now, meanwhile, the ironic thing is TLC were broke as a joke.
Yep, broke as a
and
joke.
They made that song, and that literally it turned like a whole like people even like just that one song kind of messed up the generation that came like right after, and they have that same mentality from that song.
But hey, what's funny is I did a video earlier today on girls who are they say that if you're 35 and you don't have any kids, there's something wrong with you. And that's a black thing. It is, because a lot of black women think that men, that they can tell how in demand the man is by how many kids he has, how many bastard children he has. So they're talking about no scrubs, and it seems like all they do is bang scrubs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
clown world.
That's the ironic thing.
So let's do. I have another article, but let's go to the Reddit here. Hold on. Let's go here. One second, guys. They have a Reddit thread.
Oh man, I haven't been on that app. You know what's Reddit? Reddit has been overran by the alphabet community too.
Yeah. Well, so I look at like Reddit relationships for content, and then Reddit. Am I wrong? Because there's always dudes just eating shit. Obviously, like you'll have an "Am I the asshole?" and a guy is not the asshole, and of course, you're so they always take the woman's side. Okay, so let's see. She says, this is from R SEX workers, what do you guys do during quiet for phases? I just sat at the broth for 6 hours with zero clients. It makes me so pissy and it makes me feel so ugly and not good enough to be booked. This person's the same at my broth. I'm only getting bookings here and there from my regulars. And look, when it's slow, I pick up a few other shifts at other times during the week and stay back a little later just to cover my base expenses. Picking up shifts during and just after big sports games is always a good way to make cash. So all those degenerate gamblers are spending their money on the peace leave, right?
Yeah.
Look, it normally picks up around tax return time. But keep in mind that inflation is effed and it probably won't be super steady for a while. Person says, yeah, that sounds like it could be the case. I took a 6-month hiatus, so I haven't been back in a while. I went back before this shift and fake sick so I could go home. I spent over 4 hours just sitting around. Look at that. I've gone from almost guaranteed $500 a shift to being happy with one booking. And here's the thing, guys. They had a thing about how because of the this is kind of messed up. I'm gonna drop the link for anyone who wants to join they were saying that in areas where there's high opioid epidemic areas, dude, peace leave you can get for $5, $8 now because there's so many junky chicks out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But also another thing, don't be surprised if you're working like a job at like Wendy's or one of those spots, movie theater or one of Home Depot, one of those cashier jobs. Do not be surprised if you see working girls there with you. I remember in 2017.
Wait.
Oh,
You were at Wendy's?
Oh no. In 2017, I was working at a theater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but still same thing.
And there was no who was at Wendy's?
No, there were a couple. It was not uncommon to see somebody that was in the streets, and don't ask me how I knew, but there's certain tells, but I remember there was one girl specifically that was going out with the manager. She's on the L team, if you know what I mean. She's on the L team, right? And a lot of those
lesbians.
Yeah. So she was going out with the manager, and it was interesting. Like when I saw her, I recognized her from a certain site that used to be up back in the day. And and that's how I was like, she looks familiar. I go on my Instagram, and I'm like, yep, that's her. So it was not uncommon. It wasn't just her. It was a couple of people that I don't want to put out there. And they ended up making like OnlyFans and contact, and they kind of they brought it back down. But it's not gonna when I would call it out to, like, I would tell one of my friends, I'm like, she's a working girl, right? They'd be like, no way. Absolutely no way. They'll be like 3 or 4 years later, they're talking to me now that I have my YouTube channel. They're like, oh man, I remember you told me so and so was doing this. I found out she went to Dubai. I was like, oh, what? Shit. So it's not. Do not be shocked if you see it more. It's gonna be a lot more common than usual. It's gonna be a lot more common
when you anytime that there's economic upheaval, man. That, like I said, it's nature's credit card. You know what I'm saying? That's what chicks do. And BGS Ibmore had a really good video that I'll try and find about there was that it was during the height of the cough, right? And there was that video of those two dudes kind of going to town on that girl in public over the trash can, and like this guy was like telling it, and he was saying, look, this is what happens in hard economic times. This is what women resort to, and with OF and all this other stuff, it gives them the opportunity to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how it's always been. But people just act shocked and surprised.
Yeah. And people, and that's what I'm going to start going into on my YouTube channel. People get shocked when it'll be like a girl, they say that they lost their virginity at 12 or 13. or they started working in the streets at 15 or 16. You know, people are like, I remember I saw a Fresh and Fit clip, and basically they had asked all the girls, what age did you lose your thing? And most of them said 13 and 14.
That's
And like,
crazy.
I just remember seeing the comments. They were like all shocked. And I was surprised that they were shocked, only because, you know, where I grew up, it was, I'm not saying it was common, but it wasn't surprising to hear from where I'm from, 13,
Well,
14,
but
you
here's the
know,
thing: is you know, uh, a lot of these young girls in general, especially all these girls that
they
went to
start early.
college, did all
Yeah.
this stuff. They don't want to. They don't enjoy having all this sex. It's just they just want to fit in with their friends. Most women who want to, they just want to look. They say guys do it, so we can do it too. But do you honestly think, really, like a lot of girls, the coochie's a Rubik's cube, anyways? That the average freaking caveman who they meet on a
Well,
single day is not gonna figure it out. You know
well,
what I'm saying?
well,
So they're just doing it to prove a point. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, I think they're enjoying themselves at that time. The reason why I say that is because usually during that time when they're like 15 and 16, you remember like that 15, 16-year-old in high school that was going out with like a guy in college, and then you'll ask that girl, are you okay? Are you sure you're not getting finesse? And they'll just be looking at you like you're stupid, or they'll just be like, they'll think they're finessing the guy. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So
but they put themselves in a trick bag anyways, because
yeah.
these effinists said, "Here, we're gonna prove a point by banging all the dudes we want. We're gonna teach you a lesson. Oh, you really taught us a lesson, you knuckleheads." and the concept is, think about this, men. We are giving and they're receiving, right? Like
Yeah.
they don't win in this situation of just random sex. They don't win. We do. We get in and get out that like a thief in the night, and somehow they're trying to flip flop. Like, oh, I totally jumped on this guy. Huh? I'm never gonna call him again. Good. Do you really think he wants to talk to you some more? He got what he got. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Doug MPA, what's up, man?
Yo, I'm really glad you're doing this show. This is great. anytime OF miles are taking L's, I'll listen all day. Let's go.
Seriously, man.
So
I'm trying to find
you guys are forgetting.
this video, and I'll find it. Do you remember BGS Ibmore's video on when he's talking about all these chicks hoeing now? I'll find it.
Yeah. He's talking about the price of the vag and
Yeah.
how it's been going down because there's so much flooding the market right now. Well, the recession and the so much flooding the market right now. So there's a couple things with this. One, I always say, I'm hoping in my lifetime we can get past this. Oh, homeless people have it so tough. Oh, homeless people, it's so hard for homeless. You know what's hard? Having a job, going to your job, dealing with your supervisor, your coworkers, getting 30% of your paycheck taken out, health insurance, paying bills. That's hard. I think the majority of homeless people would rather be homeless because it's easier to be homeless than it is to be a law-abiding citizen that contributes to society. And I say that because that's the same thing with OnlyFans models. OnlyFans,
You say
it.
OF, please.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. OF. They would rather do OF than get a real job
Oh
because
yeah.
working a real job is harder than OF.
Did you see
So they're
that video?
taking the easy way out, huh?
Did you see that video of like, it's like this street worker it's like this guy in his truck, and he calls the street worker over and he
Oh
said,
yeah,
"Yo,
and
I
he
got."
says, "I need someone to watch my
Yeah,
truck," and she's like, "I
yeah.
ain't doing that."
I was just
And
like,
she walks away. Yeah, 100%.
that
Yep.
proves it. Just proves all of our point.
Yeah,
Like,
he was gonna
wow.
give her $100, and she
Oh,
said no.
no, 200. It
Um,
was like $200 to wash, just to wash his truck. It was
yep.
something crazy. I'm like, and she was just like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." I was like, $200 just
It-
to wash. I'd have done that.
Straight
Like,
up, dude.
two
and
hundred
and
bucks.
then yes, we're talking about younger women thinking that they're finessing older guys.
Yeah.
You have these. Okay, women, I guess some women are starting to find out how much wives cost. And if you're getting, that guy that bought his wife a house and a Benz, those little Gucci slippers he bought you, or that little handbag, is nothing compared to the amount of money he spent on his wife. So it's like these women, they've never seen real money. Like that guy could literally wipe his butt with $500.
Yeah, and that's facts too. Because here's the thing, that a lot of these chicks, there's people who live like, I'm a successful guy, but I know people that are rich, talking like Microsoft dudes, multimillionaires, right? And they literally don't care about buying. Like, do you really think them? Here, let's just take it to the extreme. You look at these chicks who get flown out to Dubai, right?
Oh yeah, that money is nothing to those Arabs.
These guys go, how this isn't the right accent, but how much would it cost me to poo in your mouth?
No, they had this one
and
lady.
He keeps writing zeros on the check, or he keeps throwing down hundreds until she says yes, and then he drops his trousers. You know what I'm saying? And he starts dropping a deuce on her. That these guys don't care. They do not care. There are guys that are so rich out there, right? And they're flying all these Instagram girls out, and they think that they've won. But this little money that you get,
I know you get like a $2,200 flight, maybe $25,000, a free hotel stay. Is your soul worth that?
Straight up,
this one girl had, I think it was on TikTok or something like that, and she was talking about where some of these guys, they send the girl a contract and say, "Hey, look, this." She said that one of the contracts said that she was supposed to sleep with the guy and then sleep with his like 17-year-old son or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait, say that again?
It wasn't. It was younger than that, actually. It was way younger. It was like 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah. So in the contract, it said that she was going to sleep with him and then sleep with his like 15-year-old son after that.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, and it's like what, $50,000? Because Joe Rogan said the best. These Middle Eastern guys are the richest people on the planet. The Saudis.
Yeah.
I mean, the Saudis just bought the PGA Golf Tour. The Saudis own American golf. That's how much money these guys have.
Yeah.
And in fact, they make so much money that they pay people to go with the narrative that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world.
Facts.
They pay the media to keep them out of it. They're like, hey, don't Ahmed. You never hear about his money ever.
Look at this. In honesty, if you're waiting for things to improve, I'm sorry to disappoint, but at least 1 year minimum before anything begins to feel normal. For your business, someone must have $500 to $2,000 in income that they do not need for food, their house, their car. With prices of everything going up, even just 10%, if someone made $15K a month and had $3,000 to $4,000 left after all expenses, she cannot spend that much and not miss it. I've been a financial advisor for many years, and I've seen the economy going strong, where everyone had some disposable cash, like 1999 to 2003, and 2008 to 2011, when they were losing their house, car, job. And this day looks like everyone wants to dismiss the drop now because so many people under 30 have not seen the economy slow down. Facts. The last time that this economy blew up, and I know Gangish is about my age, was 2008, man, when the housing bubble burst. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you guys, like, we're in a recession now, but it could get worse at any point. You know what I'm saying? And these knuckleheaded chicks didn't understand. You guys got to save this money. Get this. You getting this quick money? It would be like me if I was slanging dope, man. I do it for like 7, 8, 9 months, make my money and get out. You know what I'm saying? Look at that.
Nah, that
Oh, now
hustle.
this guy's like, oh, these are all legal brothels. Sure, they are. Now, guys, I have another article here called "The Dark Side of OF: How OF Hijacked the Souls of Men and Women in a Few Years." This is,
I thought they were empowered.
I know, right? Stunning and brave.
Look at that. Dreddy, what's up, man? I know Gangus is in here. Ajax is in the house. What's up, man? You guys drop a like on the stream. And yeah, let's go.
Dreddy said I have to look it up. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I told him about the Lowe's driver that got caught smashing a lady of the night in the back of his Lowe's delivery truck.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that? So the guy, he saw the guy. The Lowe's truck drove by the girl, turned around, drove back by. Like, hey, how much? She's like, he's like, oh yeah, whatever. So she gets in the delivery, like in the passenger seat, and then the guy's like, huh? So they barely even pulled into like some kind of like driveway of some strip mall or something, and he like opened up the back of the truck, and then like barely closed it, and just was smashing it
Dreddy, I'm monetized. You can hit a super chat. There should be the button there, or my Cash App's at the bottom. So I was guys. I'll tell the story again. I was demonetized for like a month because I did
there's no super chat button yet.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I wonder why. That's weird. No, but like this girl, I had Chris on the stream. You remember Chris? We were talking about the girl who was trying to normalize having the herp derp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She was the one that
she reported you. Oh my God.
Yeah. She got me twice.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful in terms of. Do you know who the comedian Corey Holcomb is?
Yeah.
So he had his Twitter was legendary, and he would like roast everybody. But you know what got him kicked off of Twitter is because he was making fun of a obese woman. That's what got him kicked off, and the woman reported his account and got his whole account taken down.
What?
So you like this is just a random whale versus like a goat comedian, and he's made fun of everybody, and he goes in on her, and after she goes in on him first and calls him fat, right? And he says something slick back, and he gets his whole account taken down. When I saw that in it was 2019 that happened. I was like, oh, I was like, oh wow, we're done. We're done. So you have to be careful. You really have to be careful, especially like on Twitter. Especially on Twitter, you have to be careful. You can't talk about anybody. No alphabet community. No don't say anything that disparages the Democrats. No talking about obese women. You can't do that, or you're gonna get your account taken. Yeah.
AJ,
all right.
AJ,
there you go. I'm turning on the super chats now. That's so weird. You had to physically turn it on. So
I put the story of the Lowe's driver in the private chat.
Let me look. Yeah, guys,
this is my favorite.
The super chat now. That little button wasn't on because YouTube, right? Oh man.
So
let me see here.
I refreshed it. I don't see it. Maybe it takes a little bit.
I see the link in the private chat.
Man.
Oh yeah, there it is. The super chat button's there now.
Yeah, dude is freaking skeeting and sheeting, dude.
Lowe's
pumping and dumping, man. Trucking and
in South Oklahoma City. As you'll see, the man known as
so good
appears to catch an illegal sex act on tape. Oklahoma City police almost let the John get away. News Channel 4's Allie Meyer has the story that comes with a warning. This report describes a graphic encounter.
Last Thursday, the video vigilante was documenting prostitution on the city's south side when he says he saw a Lowe's delivery truck picking up a prostitute.
Oh,
In the middle of the afternoon, while kids play on South Robinson, a delivery man from a nationwide chain is shopping for sex. This is video provided by prostitution activist.
Ooh.
yo,
These
if
parts
that's
says
not
the
a
video
woman of the,
vigilante.
I don't know, but
It's
it's
really getting bad, and it's summertime, and our kids are out there playing, and
oh,
this
is
these
before
neighborhoods are held
the
hostage.
video cell
Watch
phones
as
out.
Bates catches
Yeah.
the couple in the act. Then listen, the suspected John sticks around and admits he paid $100 for several sex acts.
How much was she charging?
He has his best on and everything.
Bates recently posted the video clip on YouTube because he's disappointed at the response from Oklahoma City police. Bates provided this audio
They
recording.
told them.
I told you. I have this bookmarked, and every so often when I'm having a bad day, because I worked at Lowe's when I was younger, so I've worn one of those red vests at one time or another.
Look at that.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
They wanted to question the validity of the evidence, sort of the Clinton is thing. Is this sex or is it not?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
With that woman in the back of that their delivery truck.
Jenny G with a $10 super chat, my man. Thanks so much. Get yourself a drink. I will, my friend. Guys, real fast for all the beer drinkers out there. I was just up in New Jersey. Don't ask. It's just family stuff. I know, Jersey, right? But I went to. Let's see. Here we go. Cape May Brewing, man. You guys want some good beer? If you can find this in a beer store, they have whatchamacallit. It's Orange Crushing It is what it's called. It's like an orange IPA, man. Cause I love IPAs. This is good, but they have one that's called like the Orange Crushing It. And man, it's off the chain. You guys, there it is. Look at that. 8%. So 2 or 3 of these, and you'll be good and lit. Look at that, man. You guys check this out. Yeah, man. Check this out at your local beer store if you can. But anyways, let me see here. Let's go back to Mr. Lowe's guy here.
On the back of a truck. The guy says I paid $100. The girl's a convicted prostitute. Anybody can figure that out.
Oklahoma City police.
Look at his head in his hand.
Man, they did that man dirty. They did that man dirty.
No, man, come on. He should have known better than that.
Surprise!
Man.
You're on candid camera.
He could have waited until afterward.
What's about it is he still had appliances in the back of the truck that he was supposed to deliver.
Oh,
And look at this, 2008, man. He dyed blonde hair, trying to be redneck junior Slim Shady in this bad boy, dude. Look at
man.
that.
2007 doesn't even seem that long ago, but it is.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. I still remember like 2007, like it was yesterday.
Man, I was in college.
How old are you, bud?
Well, that was during the time I started playing soccer, and that was like
Okay.
one of my.
Okay.
So I was 9, 8 years old. I remember, I still remember the World Cup in 2006 like it was yesterday. I was like,
I don't know if you remember the one. I think it was like 94 or 96.
oh no, I was born in 98.
Well, Germany lost to Croatia, and I believe the semifinals. And my friend in high school, he was from Germany, and his grandma was visiting, and she picks up the coffee table and like throws it against the wall, dude. Imagine this like 80-year-old German lady.
No,
Scheiße! Bang!
Remember when Germany crushed Brazil in Brazil?
Oh yeah, 2014.
Yeah.
That
Dude, it was
bad.
It was 7-1.
Do you see Messi's playing in Miami? Because why not? You're gonna get paid a bunch of money to crush a bunch of bums. Like, why not?
Oh, dude, we gotta do. We
Oh, hold on, guys, hold on. Look at this. Look. Hold on. Iranian man looks like Messi.
Oh yeah, that guy's freaking and dumping girls,
guys,
and they think he's messy. Yes.
Chris, have you seen this?
Oh, I have not seen it. Wow. Yeah, he could easily trick people, especially with
Iranian man who pretended to be Messi in order to sleep with 23 women, dude. Oh, he was getting the peace leave. He's saying, yes, my name is Lionel Messi.
Man. That's a good idea, but like low key, he could get himself in real trouble for that. Like,
why?
Well, honestly,
no, dude,
it depends. It depends on what country he's in. United States, he's screwed. Britain, maybe, but if he's in, certain. Let's just say certain countries haven't caught up to that kind of thing.
Yeah, but even then, what's crazy is, see, in places like the UK where they're trying to say that it's SA, if you
lie about your income
to these broads, that's crazy. But this guy, I don't even know where is it in Iran. I wonder
if it was in Iran, I'm pretty sure it's fair game. But if it was like you not like in New York, they like if you lie about your income, they could literally give you SA, or in Cali. So it's the game is changed. Like
I'm trying to find a couple of people from.
Like, why would Messi be? Come on, man.
What I'm trying to get a couple of Australian guys on my channel to talk about Australia.
Yeah,
because I've heard Australia is an
effing wasteland,
misandrist, freaking hellhole, dude. Seriously,
you can't even look.
You can't even stare at a woman.
Yeah. So
look at that, man, dude. Man, I would be smashing and passing, man, pumping and dumping and skeeting and sheeting, dude. That would be it. And these girls are all mad because they thought, oh, I got Messi to cheat on his wife with me. And he's like, first of all, you would think, I mean, does he even speak Spanish?
But he looks close, though. He looks really close.
But you think that Messi just speaks Iranian, or Arabic, or whatever they speak over there?
Adrian, women don't care, man. Yeah. Come on.
Like, I remember, like they don't really do their research. Like, one of my cousins, he started off a show with these girls that he found in the streets, and they basically left him because of one dude with a blue check. And she came back bragging, talking about, that DM touched my soul. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You just saw the blue check, and now you want to leave my cousin who started off the show for you. They just, all they see is the blue check, and then that's
with the internet. And Chris, I don't know if you travel, but I'm tall, so I'm 6'3". So in a lot of places that I've traveled, this is back in the 2000s. They ask, "Hey, are you a basketball player?" Yes, I am.
Oh yeah, that works. No, that does work. That does work.
And all you gotta do is, like you said, you can make a social media thing of you in a basketball jersey. That they don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
I seen that, like, a guy. Yeah, I saw that. It's like on the day of the NBA draft, they'll get like a random tall dude and then just make a fake paparazzi around him, and then he'll just get all these pictures from all these random girls, and because they'll say, yo, he got drafted in the second round or something, and then he'll get like all the girls. I saw that on the Bleacher Report. I was like, oh my god, this
hilarious.
That's just hilarious. That's terrible.
Yeah, dude. Bravo to this guy. Some heroes don't wear capes, man. Seriously, they seriously don't. That is great. That is absolutely amazing. Because I'm gonna go to this other article here, right? Where are we? About stealing the souls of people. Okay, so here we go. By Andrew Farabee, right? He says, I was lying in bed with a woman I had recently started dating, enjoying the moment's intimacy. Suddenly, she rolled over timidly and began to speak slowly. Andrew, I have something to tell you. I haven't been completely honest about what I do, but I'm making about $30,000 a month doing this thing that my friends told me about. I was stunned. $30,000 a month? Stop, guys. If any woman told you, if you were on a date, if you were dealing with any woman, and she told you that she made $30,000 a month. Guys, put in the chat the first 3 things that you would think that she would that she did. Come on, man.
Porn. I mean,
Yeah.
Corn,
Corn.
hoeing,
Yeah.
both.
Sugar daddy or divorce.
Yeah.
You know, alimony.
Yeah, alimony. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
it's all bad. All of it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, we all know that there can't be anything positive.
child support
Child
from
support,
Blake Griffin.
That your brain would go straight to hoeing. It just would.
You see what emoji Mister put in the chat.
Emoji Mister, what's up, man?
Blue check opens up.
Coming in here swinging. Coming in here swinging.
Ah,
Throwing those bombs.
Those
Yes.
are fun, man. Those are fun.
Wonga, what's up, man? Now we got the whole OG Breakfast Club in here, man. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks to Chris for being here. Check out his channel. Thanks to Doug MPA for being here. We're rocking and rolling, guys. We're keeping it going. You know what I'm saying? And we're kind of a younger generation of Red Pill guys. Like I know that I've been following the Red Pill for 15 years now, but I've only been posting for about 6 months, right? And guys, here's how I see this. I want to make a little sidebar here, right? People have talked about all this BS about the red pill space dying and all this crap, and guys, they say that every 2 to 3 years. Okay,
Yeah. No,
right?
that's accurate. That's accurate.
The I would say that if you look at
Remember Roosh V and those guys? Like I remember and I forgot what's his name, Mr. One of those guys. He went on CNN and they thought they destroyed him, and
Wait.
then they're just I think Mr. John. I don't
Chris,
remember.
Mike, real quick, what I'm gonna put your channel in the chat for people to go to, but which one is it? Where's the link?
Oh,
to?
it should be a Tennessee Titans.
Oh,
logo.
okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No,
I found
what
it.
I was
Go ahead.
saying
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
is we had the whole Just Pearly thing, and the whole
Yeah.
Sandman's channel got annihilated for a little bit, blah blah blah. But guys, the Red Pill's not going anywhere. Okay, never will.
Even if we all got deleted, the same problems are gonna happen, and new channels are gonna come out of
Exactly.
nowhere.
As long as there's men getting effed in the A.
No, as long
Here's
as
the thing.
modern women are being modern women, that's
And
it.
here's the thing, guys. The number one people, sorry to say it, that get the red pill space going are men in their mid to late 30s that get divorced.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Because
main.
they have the resources and the anger and the ability to articulate their grievances in a way to where you got Rich Cooper and entrepreneurs and cars and all these guys that have got reamed. And then what happens is that knowledge goes down to the 18, 19, 20-year-olds that are playing a losing game trying to ice skate uphill, right? So there's kind of an age gap. There's like the 18 to 23-year-olds, and then there's like the 35 to 54-year-olds, right?
Yeah,
and-
Big John. That's his name. I forgot. Big John.
I remember him.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is that the red pill is not going anywhere. And even if there is, what happens is that there's more and more genres of red pill. Okay, there's more and more specialized spots of red pill, right? And now that there's TikTok and all this other stuff, you had even though the Just Pearly things and Kevin Samuels and all this, they made the conversation mainstream. You hear 15-year-olds and kids in Korea talking about red pill stuff now. I don't care who gets the message out there as long as it's out there. But it's gonna
and here's the thing: we still haven't moved into the purely solutions based. Because here's the thing: one of the criticisms that women are able to complain, but men aren't. And when we're like, where are the solutions? Where are the solutions? All I hear men in red pill spaces do is complain. Men, we are natural cost benefit calculators and problem solvers, but we just need the right information. So honestly, we don't even need solution based red pill content for men because we solve all the problems in society anyway. We just need the right information. On John Wick 2, when he was about to go get that lady, and he looked at guns, he got his suits, but who did he pay the most amount of gold coins to? The guys that gave him the information, gave him the map to the catacombs,
Facts.
gave him the keys. Men, all we need is the information.
And
Get the
guys,
right
I
information.
wanna, guys, before Big John and all of them, you guys got to give props to, like I said, Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, Patrice O'Neal, Bill Burr.
Who remembers Mark Rudolph? You remember him? He was on CNN, cutting these chicks up before
he was on
almost
Fox
anyone
News.
else.
He was like,
you're
the strong, you're the strong and independent one. Well, then why are you taking alimony?
Yeah, I used to see his clips on Fox News.
And he has that shit eating grin that he does, and Tom Likas, Patrice O'Neal, Corey Holcomb,
Chris Rock,
Rudolph, right? I mean, they were the OG ones talk about not getting married, all this other stuff, right? So the message will always be out there as long as there's men, as long as there's guys who, like I said, they're put in a situation where they know something's not right. And then what happens is that they have this aha moment. You know what I'm saying? And society tries to shame red pill dudes and say there's something wrong with us. But then what happens is that people end up in that situation. Let's just say Chris is 45 and he's single, no kids. And all the rest of his family goes, well, that Chris, he's a strange guy. He never got married. Da, 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 da. And then your nephew goes, Uncle Chris, why you keep saying these hoes ain't loyal? Why you not married? And my mom says you're weird, da da da. But then he gets his heart torn out in college or whatever by some girl. He goes, you know what? My Uncle Chris was right. He was right this whole time. Huh? You know what I'm saying? That's the moment. That's where the red pill lives. Right?
And, I always say feminism freed women from being in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant, but it also freed men from their traditional responsibilities as well. I tell any girl who will listen, any sentence you start with men should or a real man would doesn't count anymore, because men don't get to tell women how to be women, so women don't get to tell men how to be men. Guys, you get to live your lives now.
Yep.
If women want to be strong and freaking independent, let them.
Yep.
And if you meet a woman who's navigating life like a single woman, don't try to stop her. Don't try to break down her walls. Don't try to understand her trauma. Don't do any of that. You guys are free. You don't have to do that stuff anymore.
I need you guys to master the technique of getting the first date, getting up and walking away. Guys, if you hear a girl talk about, she says things, I said this in a video earlier today, AJ, I just can't conform to all this heteronormative, any girl that says that. AJ, I just have to blah, blah. Or they talk about men being, have you ever noticed girls on a first date will just go on and on about how men are just horrible and you're a man that they're talking to? Guys, say, hold on, I have to go to the bathroom and leave. Leave them with the check.
But you
don't even have to be nice enough to sit to the first date anymore. The first sentence that you hear that you don't like, get up and walk away. What are you saying, Chris?
But it's weird because I've never been on a dinner date. Every date I've had, I've always been like, just meet me here, and the reason why about the dinner date thing.
Chris likes to go for long walks on the beach.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just joking.
You never even brought a cup of coffee or a Starbucks or anything?
The most I've given a lady I knew was $200 at the time. I was 18. She already had a son, and she needed $200 for rent. And at that time, I was like, no, sure.
Chris.
But I was already messing with her, and I thought that was my girl at the time, but it wasn't. And I was like, well, let me just take this L and move on. Yeah. The only problem is with that girl, like when she had gotten fired, she had made a whole scene at her job. And I was just like, oh my God, thank God I got out before I did. But in terms
Man.
of like just a dinner date, I've never been on a dinner date. Like
Chris
only
said I wouldn't. Chris said I wouldn't even buy these hoes a chocolate milk.
it's just no. It's only because the high school girls that I went to, they put me up on game because they were like the high school girls were really nice to me. They would literally tell me, don't you have a roster? And I'll be like, what's a roster? And they'll just be like, I went to school with like a bunch of white girls, so it's just like they show me a lot of the game before I even started like
And guys,
I guess officially dating.
Guys travel too, please.
Yeah.
All right. I've traveled a lot, and guys, dealing with chicks in South America, even Europe, is a lot easier than dealing with chicks here. If you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, even early third to the 30s, man, just go on two or three trips a year, smash away, and the rest of the time, keep to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I forgot.
Okay. Hold on. So
Also, I was about to say, like, I've been with a couple of European chicks. Well, obviously I haven't traveled to Europe, but what's interesting between like European women and like American women, like European women, they don't really treat sex like how American women
they don't have that puritanical mindset.
Like European women kind of treat sex like a handshake. You know what I mean? Like they don't.
I like you, you like me. Let's shake hands.
Exactly, literally like that. So it's not something that they're like dangling it in front of you just to get something out of you. It's like it's just something. Okay, I like you, you like me, and if they don't like you, they're not gonna waste your time. They're not gonna. You know what I mean? Like what I love about Dutch women, like they'll like they'll like if they don't like you, they're not gonna even talk to you. They're just leave you alone. But in America, what they'll do, I don't like him, but let me see if I can get a dinner out of him. Let me
get some stuff out of him.
Let me see if I can get him to pay my girl's rent or something like that. It's always a finesse.
Guys, look, there's a couple young girls at the gym who they talk to some of the dudes that I talk to. We talk about all the red pill stuff, and all these girls I know, like there's a Colombian girl that I used to know, and she was talking about how she meets all these bums because she dates like in my area, and there's a lot of Hispanic dudes that are bums. I'm like, why don't you go to like the places where all the lawyers and the doctors and stuff hang out? Like, guys, if you were to take all of us red pill guys and Thanos snap us into like hot chicks, we would rule the world. Knowing what we knew about men and how dumb simps are and what simps would do for pretty chicks, you would rule the world. And girls are so dumb. Like I know a girl, the same girl. So you can go to places because I'm in the DMV, Arlington near the Pentagon. All those dudes make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Downtown DC, all these happy hours where all these ambassadors and stuff hang out, and they always go in groups. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they don't realize that they'll meet a perfectly successful guy, but then their freaking big fat, their overly large friend is gonna hate and scare the guy away. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I digress. Okay, he says, I was stunned. $30,000 a month. Doing what? As she started to explain, I felt a knot forming in my stomach. It was an uncomfortable feeling. One that left me vulnerable and exposed. This guy's a simp, dude.
Yeah.
I was vulnerable and exposed.
Well, and he felt a burning in his crotch.
She was using a platform that was notorious for its explicit content, OF. So to say that I was taken aback was an understatement. Guys, what would you do if you had just got done giving a chick the business, right? And you roll over, and then she rolls over and says, by the way, I'm an OF chick. Drop in the chat, what would you do? Now, there's two scenarios. One is a girl that you like, and the other one is a one-nighter, right? And Razor Gamer, you are correct. Guys, there are girls quitting corn to do Twitch streaming now.
Because
they make more money doing that.
Twitch is about to go under, though, because they're having all sorts of problems with Twitch. Yeah, man.
But these
Twitch
girls are like sitting
on
there
the verge
in kiddie pools with swimsuits on or whatever.
Embraces.
Yeah, and they're like, not even playing the game. Guys, please, if you're gonna, you have to say corn and not the P word, please. Okay. They'll shut the stream down. All right. Okay. To say that, okay. I had heard of OF, but I had already dismissed it as little more than a glorified Patreon with generous community guidelines around semi-nude content like Playboy. But as she continued to speak, I realized I had been wrong, very wrong. Come on, dude.
This guy's an idiot, bro.
Oh my gosh, guys, this guy drinks nothing but soy milk, dude. Seriously, what is going on? She told me that a few of her friends were making as much as $50,000 a month on the platform. One woman says she even made $1 million last year. The sheer amount of fast money being made was mind-boggling. But it wasn't just the income that shocked me. It was the fact that these women were making it by selling explicit photos and videos on themselves online. That's shocking? Guys, put in the chat. Is that shocking that hoes can be, I mean, here, garden tools can be garden tools online?
Well, you know, that's,
no, keep going.
Well, that's unfortunately a guy that he probably grew up at, in a maybe a wholesome kind of household, where, sometimes maybe he came from a traditional household and he's just shocked that girls are still out here.
Traditional if he's railing some chick before
some people are very sheltered. You'd be surprised. Like especially where I live, people are very sheltered, like where I live. And it's just some people just don't know that like it's called the oldest profession for a reason.
Facts.
And you cannot be shocked if people are doing this.
for men is soldiering, is being a soldier.
Exactly.
And the oldest profession for women are the prostitutes that would follow behind the legions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So okay, he says I stared at my date with a mix of disbelief and intrigue. She was not the kind of woman I would have thought of as an OF model. Please. And what kind of... Oh, here we go. She had a college degree, as if that'll... Come on, guys. Okay. Hold it together, guys. Hold it together.
My bad.
She had a college degree, grew up in an upper middle class family, and seemed to have it all together. Guys, that's the type of chick who you would think would be on OF. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got my degree in philosophy. I'm $80,000 in debt for student loans, and I need to make some quick cash. You know what I'm saying?
My two top red flags. I made a video about this. My two top red flags in a lady, and people don't agree with this. Is number one, if she smokes weed, and number two, if she went to college. I'm just saying, and if she went to college, if she got like a liberal arts degree, that you should throw it out.
Gender studies, anything that ends in studies, African American studies,
interdisciplinary studies.
Yeah, come on, man. What are you doing? Psychology.
Yeah.
Criminal justice.
Social studies.
Sociology.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. Those degrees literally aren't worth the paper that they're printed on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right.
And those be the biggest 304s. I'm sorry. Like especially if she stayed on campus, like you don't want to know the body count. Like
seriously,
just like I went on campus for 1 year and that changed like my whole way of thinking.
But here's the thing though, that I can say, look, I know a lot of girls because look, I grew up in a predominantly white area. I went to a predominantly white school, and there's a lot of Asian girls and white girls, and they were banging and clanging, but they didn't get pregnant.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's the thing girls back in the day, they were 304s, but they kept it to themselves
on the hush,
so that they could move to another city or another state and then be, hi, I'm Susie Q, and then Poindexter's like, duh, I met this girl, mom, she's the shit, and then I knew a girl, she banged the whole basketball team, literally.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of them. That's a lot of them, to be fair.
But here's the thing, she didn't get pregnant.
Yeah.
That's the thing about a lot of black girls. They get pregnant. Guys, any girl that you sleep with or any girl who's not on birth control wants to have a baby. Any girl that's not on any of the 30 forms of birth control, the Nuva ring, the patch, the shot, the IUD, all that stuff. If they're not on any of that stuff, they want to have a baby. Don't even sleep with chicks that are not on something, and don't believe them. You guys, wrap it up every time. Don't believe them if they say they are, and don't even believe them if you even watch them take it, because it could be sugar pills and that thing. Yeah. Okay. I couldn't help but know about her. Yeah. Hopefully you. So you don't get the gift that keeps on giving, right? My mind raced with questions. How did she get into this line of work? Well, what does it matter? Well,
who cares?
Was she in it for the money, or was there something else driving her? Does her family know? Should I continue to date her? She had to ask himself this. Guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the emperor of simp and 1 being kind of simp, rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10.
He's got a solid 8. If he ended up staying with her, he'll go to a 10. But right now he's sitting at a solid 8.
Yeah.
I mean, for him to even have these kind of questions, like OnlyFans, if you, like I said, like she has an OnlyFans, she's only for the streets. I mean, my bad. Yeah. If she got an OF, she only for the streets.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I say it.
I mean, Gamer says over 9,000.
Like, yeah. I'm not saying like I've never, like, I mess with OnlyFans chicks sometimes, but you know what it is. It's not, that's just just to pass the time. That's not for even
these 304's head all crazy. Right there. Right here, man. This is what did it. Guys, Pretty Woman got these women all crazy. In this movie, for all you guys that have never seen it, Julia Roberts plays a literal 304, a street walker. And Richard Gere is a rich businessman. Look at that.
Oh, man.
And she charms her way into his life, and they get together and end up marrying her and all this other stuff. Or they end up getting together. And he basically makes a 304 into a housewife in this movie.
I was oh, okay. You can you go.
Yeah, all these women act like this is real life. And there's even a scene where like one of his business buddies, because he takes her to some party, right? So she's all dressed up, even though she's literally a 304 off the streets. Dude's friggin' shooting up the club like friggin' Al Capone. And now he's the one giving her diamonds and putting her up at the hotel. So there's a scene where one of his office buddies or whatever recognizes her and goes up to her and goes, "So, how much?" And Richard Gere punches the guy and goes, "You can't talk to her that way." It's like, yes, he can. Yes, he can. She's a 304. I don't like. This is the craziness that is, and this is in the 90s. This is like 1991, man. You know what I'm saying? This has been going on. Look at this.
I was gonna blame it on Drake, low key, because remember Drake used to drop these kind of songs, and he kind of ushered in these artists that basically were in the lyrics. They would talk about how they would be girlfriends with strippers, and you know what I mean, and how they didn't have to be in this lifestyle, and how she's still a boss babe. And if you look at Drake's lyrics from like 2011, Tory Lanez lyrics from 2012, 2013. Those are the kind of songs that they were making. And if you ask any 304, they're always going to say their favorite artist is Drake, Tory Lanez, right? All those guys from that kind of that Drake movement when he came through.
Yeah, the dude says, Drake? Drake? I'll be grabbing with Drake?
Drake's music from today is not the same as it was in 2012, 2013. Like the music he was making was straight simp music. Straight
I don't
simp music.
Like I said, I don't really listen to Drake. I said I don't really listen to anything new. I'm still Wu-Tang and Mob Deep.
Oh, I understand, but like
that's the reason why I actually like having Chris Mike on here, guys, because Chris Mike's into he knows all about lot of the newer stuff that's going on with all these idiots. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I got a whole generational gap when it comes to like that type of music and everything. You know what I'm saying? But hold on. So he says, so before we dive in the dark underbelly of my research and my personal experience dating multiple OF creators over the last year. Guys, we need to first establish. Now, you notice how we said dating and not just smashing, right?
I hope he wrapped it up.
Now the best part about, I can say there is a good part to OF guys, and that the corn industry, a lot of people were getting screwed over. It's like the corn industry, and I don't mean the pun, right? But the corn industry is like the UFC, where not a lot of money goes to the athletes. But now, if you're on OF, you own your content. You know what I'm saying? Which is a big deal.
And think about it, is just we do all too, because there are literally people that pay for 1 month, save all the pictures, all the videos off of, they bust out all, OBS, record everything, and then just keep it.
What's that now?
Oh man,
I said there are people that will go on OF and then for 1 month and just like download all the pictures, all the videos off of someone's profile.
Yeah, that's true. You can do direct contact. You can with the creators. You can do tips. You can do pay-per-view on there. We all know what that means. Look at that. As of this writing,
AJ, I gotta drop off, but
cool. All right,
Mr. Mike, it's really good to meet you. Have a good night, guys.
Oh, you too, man. Take care.
Look at this. There's 170 million registered OF users. 1.5 million creators. What year is this? 2023. Okay, good. 200 employees and $5 billion payouts. I mean, $5 billion worth of payouts. So considering OF pays out a hefty 80% of their earnings to creators, this means that the company generates in excess of $1.25 billion a year in gross profit. When you consider the low overhead costs, if each of the employees that earned $100,000 a year, that's less than $20 million. Wow. And look at that. They're saying as compared to Zoom has 300 million active daily users, more than double that of OF, 8,000 employees, and an annual revenue of 4.1 billion. That's the power of corn, guys.
I still don't get.
I don't get it either, man.
I don't get it. I don't know where they're getting their customers from, but people are lying. I'll say this: people must be lying, because I know an OnlyFans model. She's telling me she said like one of her customers. I mean, sorry, not one of her. Well, I guess basically somebody that she's related to. I was like, what? So yeah, so people are lying. I don't know why. They got to start. They need to have like a client list. Like, who are the people that are buying this stuff? It makes no sense to me, because corn is free. You could literally.
Well, look, he has a question. Why on earth would someone pay for content when it's freely available? So he said it's been estimated that 25% of all content on the internet is corn. I would say more than that. Even after this recent scandal, the hub still hosts more than 3 million videos on their site, with hundreds more being added every day. So why pay for content from OF, especially considering that many of those do only semi or whatever? And even if they do, okay, there's no shortage of corn. Yet the difference of women on OF is they are your average girl next door who did well in school, played sports, has a college degree. What does that matter? So she's not some drug-addled, run-down corn star in the last years holding up for dear life. So when you see hot girls doing anything you want on any free site, why pay money to see amateurs? The further I went in the rabbit hole, the more eye-opening the picture became. One of the first things that I noticed the general lack of stigmatization surrounding the platform. Says who? It was originally designed as a social media site. So you can say that you're on OF, but they really aren't watching porn, right? They're scrolling through content from the favorite creators. That's bullshit.
It's hilarious. Like it'll be girls like they'll be on like the whatever podcast or on Fresh and Fit or one of those podcasts, the Daily Rap Crew, one of those things, and then they'll ask, okay, what do you do? Oh, I'm an OnlyFans. I'm like, oh, so you're a corn artist, right? They'll never say they're a corn artist.
Yeah,
even though it's
there's a Fresh and Fit with and Angelina Castro. She was on there.
I saw that. I saw that one.
She was my favorite guest that they've ever had on there.
Oh, for real?
And these two girls were sugar babies or whatever. And she's like, look, we're all in the industry. And they're like, we're not in the industry. She's like, the hell you aren't. I guess you are. She's like, you take money for adult stuff. And you can lie and say that you don't do things with these guys. But what guy is going to pay your bills without you giving them favor? She's like, I just accept what I am. That's my favorite episode because she keeps it real. She said, because her husband, she's married. He's like a special forces dude, and he deletes people for a living.
I still be surprised. Like it's a lot, especially there's a lot of corn artists. Like I'm talking about classic corn artists. They have husbands. I don't know. I'm like, how is that even possible?
But oftentimes they're in the industry too.
No. A lot of I know, but I'm talking about they're finding like just regular dudes just to like especially Angelina. She found like a regular I forgot his wasn't he a firefighter or something?
No, he's a special forces guy.
Oh,
and he does security overseas. So he deletes people for a living.
So he actually has something. Wow. You know, maybe that actually might make sense now that I think about it. That might actually make sense. A lot of those guys that do these kind of jobs and then they'll come back home and they'll have like a stripper that's like a wife and stuff like that. That happens a lot. Yeah.
This is clown world. They're saying that the reason why people do this is because it gives them access to a real woman and it gives them more of an experience. Guys, look, anyone that's on OF, guys, you should be out getting your money right. You know what I'm saying? You should be educating yourself. You know what I mean? There's nothing. Come on, man.
But look, it looks. But if you see what he's saying about the girl next door, getting the attractive, girl that looks like somebody that's next door. Who does that really attract? It doesn't really attract the single people. That actually attracts married men.
True. Yeah.
So that's really what that plays to. That fantasy of that girl next door. Hopefully my wife doesn't catch me with, you know what I mean? And it's almost like a secret relationship. That's why a lot of those OnlyFans models' biggest supporters have to be married guys.
Yeah,
it makes more sense,
They're that. According to influencemarketinghub.com, EarthWeb is still around. OF has more than 500,000 new user signups each day, and 5,000 new creators joining the race daily. Wow, look at that.
Oh, remember that black female therapist that was talking?
Yes, she's on OF now.
Yeah, I was like, we it's like we didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
I was like,
seriously. Come on, man.
That was like the biggest non-shocker of the year. I was like, I said, give it about a year. She finna be on OnlyFans, and it's like literally a month later, she's like, I did it.
Look at this. How can men? All right. Let's see what Simple Stiltskin says about this here. How can men proclaim their power in an artificial pleasure-seeking society? First, men are hurting. They're lonely, displaced, and unable to get their needs met physically and emotionally. Ish is not working. They aren't happy with their purpose, their relationships, their social life, or their sex life. Okay, so we're taking the mirror. Second, it tells me that it's time for men to regain their power, not their power over women.
Oh my God.
But power over themselves, their futures, and their lives. If you're reading this article and it's made you angry, good. If it makes you feel like billion-dollar companies are exploiting your psychology and playing mind games, no, we don't feel that way. Men don't get. We don't look. Men go to OF and Corn because it offers a service. Okay, if you're giving money to OnlyFans, OF, you're not being exploited. You might be dumb, but you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And men, guys, we can't do the whole, oh my God, I'm a victim and I didn't know what I was doing, like these chicks can. We can't do that. All of us guys have taken L's at some point. If you're on OF, guys, take the L and get off it and get on to doing other things. Look at that. Embrace your anger to use it, to harness it in a healthy way, to break free from the shackles of vices, instant gratification, artificial connection. Men need to make a change now.
The TradCon war cry.
Guys, ultimately, I might not like the fact that guys are on OF, but if that's their choice to do so. Chris, I'm having a thought process. Work with me here, okay?
So
you know how like guys, they say euphemisms about choice, but then they get mad when there's women out there who don't want to make the choices that they want them to, who want to be mothers and wives and just work a regular job and have a husband, or girls who want to who don't want to be boss chicks. They get mad at them, right? Yeah. I feel like those what do you call them? Trad cons.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I know where you're going with this.
They talked about freedom, but they don't like red pill guys. It's like, look, I'll be damned if anyone tells me what to do. If I want to sit and play Xbox and work at freaking Barnes and Noble, work at the Amazon warehouse for the rest of my life, that's my choice.
They blame that guy like that. What you described, they blame that guy for everything. Yep. Like they act like he's the problem.
Yep.
I'm like, do you guys ever ask the question of why he feels this is his best option?
Yeah.
They don't even want to explore that.
You know what I mean? You know, we all can make our own decisions. And here's the thing: before, in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, so the guy that was that, yeah, if you were sitting in the house, you know, doing leisurely things all the time, you had to be rich to do that, guys. Now you can work at an Amazon warehouse, work at a warehouse, drive a delivery truck or whatever, and live and hang out by yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but society craps on that, man. Not only the society, like this is where the trad cons, they kill me. They say, oh, we can do this, but basically they want us to man up, right? But basically, so we can still give money to somebody.
Thank you.
Those days are
redistribution. See, they're invested in all of the things that women spend money on. So they want a redistribution of wealth from us to women, so that they can get the money. That's all it is.
Yeah,
via the government or via corporations. Sorry. And the thing that they're scared of the most are guys that just say, "Look, no, I'm not playing this game. I'm gonna smash chicks every now and then I'm gonna hang out, buy myself. I don't want kids. I don't want to get married. I just want to hang out and chill." You know what I'm saying?
That's why the MGTOWs got attacked first.
Yep.
You know, that's why they get demonetized first, because it's literally giving men an option. Like you really don't have to do the whole family thing. You know, if you're just having trouble, just back out. There's no real pressure on you. If they don't want you, you can literally just back out. You can walk away.
Yep.
And it's interesting, especially when you look at the passport bros. Like, now, mind you, I don't agree with everything that the passport bros are doing, but what I love about them is these are the so-called men that are undesirable, right? But they're complaining about them leaving.
Well, but the thing is, it's not about just undesirable men, right? Because here's the thing.
No, what they say is undesirable.
Yeah, but passport bros has been a thing as long as the United States military has been around. There's always been guys who grow up and they're good old boys or whatever, and then they meet these women, or they're like hood dudes from the hood, and then they go to Korea or the Philippines, and the women are just different over there. So they bring one back. You know what I'm saying? That's like the whole part of the Passport Bros thing was men in the West going outside the West for whatever reason. And see, I like the Passport Bros movement only because I think it was Kevin Samuels pointed this out, and I noticed this too. And this area that I live in, there's a whole lot of Hispanic immigrants, right?
Yeah.
Why is it that Jose and Jorge and Rigoberto can have a hot, feminine wife that puts a tortilla on a plate when he gets home from, working on a road crew, and he literally came across the Rio Grande or whatever with nothing? Why is that? Why is it that the Southeast Asian guys who tend to be on the poor side, like Vietnamese and stuff, they work regular jobs and their women are nice and feminine and supportive? But then black men, white men, we can't. What? Someone explain that to me. Passport Bros are just cutting out are just getting what other groups of men don't have to work to get.
Yeah. And a lot of the times it's just like, even what the Passport Bros are bragging about, a lot of it is just the girls over there are just a little bit nicer. It's not like they're getting king treatment, but it's like it's such an upgrade. It's such an up. I know, but it's like it's such just them being nice to them is such an upgrade.
Yep, that's true.
To the ladies here.
Because the thing is that the women hold each other accountable. If you have a wife that's like Lebanese, a wife that is Colombian, Brazilian, Mexican, all the girls that I've kind of dated in the past, if their mother was in the house and they saw the husband, it was nighttime and there was no food on cooking, they'd be like, what are you doing? Why are you not cooking dinner? And then why did he have to get up and get his own plate? That's in their culture.
Yeah.
The aunts and the moms and all that uphold that. It would be the same as if a guy, if a bunch of guys in your life find out that you can't fix a tire, that you can't change a tire. Like, dude, are you serious, bro? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's just a different paradigm, right? And I don't see why a guy, if a Hispanic immigrant from Mexico can work day labor in front of the Home Depot and collect cans on the weekends to put food in his wife and kid's mouth, why can't a white guy or a black guy who's working, making $45,000, $50,000 a year and a job that he enjoys, playing Xbox, why can't he get the same treatment? Why? Kid for Julian, I don't see your device connected, so you have to connect your microphone and your So, Chris,
but like I said,
Ken for Julian's calling it. He lives in New York, so he said dating is off the chain there.
Yeah.
What were you saying, bud?
But like I said, it's basically unfortunately, every lady's been listening to that Sierra song, that level up. They're not trying to, any man that they deem average, they're literally like, I want nothing to do with the average man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's basically what's going on in America. And, it's, there's really nothing you can do about it. Or basically, if they do have the average man, they feel like they're settling, even if she's below average herself.
Yeah. What I'm saying is women in other countries don't have that mindset. Even in Russia and in Eastern Europe and stuff, just being a guy is enough.
Yeah.
Like I said, my girl's Korean, so she's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I have no issues at all. None. Ken for Julian, what's up, man? How are things what did you say? In the bottomless pit?
Yeah. New York for you, man.
Oh man. Now you're from where? Grenada?
Yeah, originally.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hear you talking about how crazy it is to be there, man. You know what I'm saying? In New York, it's crazy. You know, it really is. I'm telling you, the best thing to do on these dating sites, guys, turn your profile so that to make it seem like you are the most Trump supporting, Second Amendment, pro-life, conservative dude, man, and all of a sudden you'll have nothing but these country bumpkin Beckies after you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But look, so they said, this is a Reddit thread. Is anyone else out there struggling last month with subscribers / income on OF? It's so scary. I feel like it's due to inflation, but then I feel like others are doing just fine. So when I worry, I'm worrying that it's just about me. Oh, emoji mister, man, nothing's worse than those New York chicks. Hey, yo, I'm from New York, son. I'm from New York.
Are you talking? Well, those are usually girls from the Bronx. And those ladies, they take a liking to me, but usually you should avoid them like the plague. So
run,
run.
Get to the chopper. Yeah. Kenford, that's all you, man. You know what I'm saying? These Jersey chicks and these Bronx chicks.
yeah. No Bronx, no Harlem, no, absolutely.
Well, Bronx is on a different level, you know. So
yeah, it's
this person said, I lost 17 subs today. Promotion has been such a drag. Losing subscribers is giving us a heartache, and we wonder if they're going to return. Dude, man, look at that. I'm struggling too. I have 900,000 followers on TikTok. I'm lucky to hit 10K views, and I get 1 to 3 subs a night. It's brutal. I sent out a video. Just say 5 people bought it. I'm at a loss. I don't know what else to do. Promoting here doesn't work for me because I don't show my goods.
How much clips you sent out today on YouTube?
What's that?
How much shots you sent out today on YouTube?
Oh, you know, I need to get better about doing shorts, man. Honestly, I used to put out a lot of shorts, but I need to start doing more.
Oh yeah, same here. You know what's crazy? Like with the shorts, I actually got a lot of my followers.
Me too.
Because I made one short making fun of Jesse Lee Peterson, and it's actually a guy that I actually like, but a lot of his followers was on my ass. Yeah. Even I like Jesse Lee Peterson.
Me too.
I made one, and basically the video was, man, if what they say about Jesse Lee Peterson is true,
hey Chris,
that's
I'm gonna tell you something. That's how I first found you, dude.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Yeah. That's how I first got found your channel, man. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's crazy. Because I basically made the joke. I was making fun of his pun. Isn't that amazing? And basically using that against him. But I got so much hate off. I was surprised because it was like, you know, I only did that. It took 1 take to make that video. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't even think that short was gonna go anywhere. I was just crazy. Surprised. I was like, guys, the same because 21 Studios was the one that made the hit piece on Jesse Lee Peterson. I'm like, 21 Studios, he made the hit piece on Donovan Sharp, Fresh and Fit. Who else? A lot of other people. Rollo Tomasi.
Yeah.
Other people, but that's what he does. And I'm like, so you guys believe it with those guys, but you think he's lying when he comes to Jesse Lee Peterson? I'm like, you know, you guys got to be consistent about that.
Well, the thing about Jesse Lee Peterson, I remember him from 1991.
Yeah, when he was a pro black.
No, he wasn't.
What?
No. Peterson's been saying the same thing this whole time. When it was Shahrazad Ali. And let's talk about her book on the black man's guide to the white. I mean, to the black woman, to black man's, and then in Jesse Lee Peterson, they were on Donahue back in the day, and all these black women in the crowd were all mad, and Jesse Lee Peterson just agreed with her. Yeah, here it is. Look at this. Yeah, look at how young he was. This is how I first knew Jesse Peterson, and I thought he was, this is back in my idiot days. I thought he was a sellout, a coon, and all this other stuff, But I realized now that he was right the whole time, and she was right the whole time.
Same with Pastor. Pastor David Manning.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to think that he was more on the comedic side, but I completely understand where he's coming. Like now, I understand exactly what he's trying to say, and I basically
like trolls too. Jesse Peterson, he sticks to his thing and he trolls people. Dude.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, and all these knuckleheads saying all this stuff because they all use religion to like twist,
But AJ, what I realize, all these heat channels, right? All this like channels what go after like people who make videos and stuff. That don't really, it may cause like a dent, like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But usually like, like once his subscribers, he will, like, he's just like a shot.
Yeah.
Like a, so
well, that was the best part about Kevin Samuels. He never beef with anyone. Everyone had his name in their mouth. He never beefed with anyone ever. And that's why I've made it a point to say, with this channel, you will never see me beefing with anyone. I'm not going to call anyone out. I'll say the only thing that I did say is that I'm not a big Donovan Sharp fan because he's a hypocrite. Because he says, he's dating some like 80-year-old single mom. You know what I'm saying?
But I try to still stay as positive as possible, only because it's crazy. It'll be like two channels that are beefing, and then if you ask the average girl, say, okay, you see how like Rollo Tomasi and CGA, they're it's not like they're beefing, but they don't get along, right? If you ask the average broad about Rollo Tomasi or CGA, she's gonna say the same thing. She's gonna be like, oh, they're incel. They're incels. That's all they're gonna say. So they look at us all in the same light. So I don't understand why we beef.
That that knucklehead. So when everyone came for just pearly things, first of all, guys, if you ever say anything, don't apologize for it.
Yeah,
ever. And that's the one thing that she learned with that video. Don't ever apologize.
But AJ, I realized that he got two channels, right? Mike TV. Sorry for calling his name, but I gotta mention him. Like this guy don't make nothing else than to hit on. He hitting on recently. I see like he hitting on the guy who was with Kevin from the beginning. The lawyer guy,
the lead Sterling.
Sterling.
Dennis.
Dennis
Sterling. Yeah,
and Dennis Sterling filed to YouTube, I think eight times, and get his channel shut down for I think 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
But before that, he and one of them guys team up against Melanie King. I forget the one. And 3 days after, he and the guy fall out, and he shut down the guy's channel. What I understand is that like he gets some when the guy had his channel up, he gets some people to like go in and stroll him, and then when the guy get angry with those, he send some super chats. It was like a real tactic to get him done.
Yeah, that's how it works. But that's why I won't beef with anyone. And even then, people who call channels out like that knucklehead, what's his name, Sarah, who used to work with Just Pearly Things back at
yeah.
And he tried to be all Black Power and have that stupid Africa necklace. Dude, he only got like 10,000 subs off that whole thing. And all of his videos, his video calling her out has like 100,000 views, but none of his stuff does any. So you got your little flash in the pan.
Yeah,
don't now. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what it all comes down to. because as I said, those who do content will always grow. Because I remember the first times when Fresh and Fit now come out, man, they get a lot of lash, man. They got a
Yeah.
lot of lash.
Well, the one
And
thing
I'm-
that I don't get is like, okay, because I do reaction stuff, but then I try and do my own content too, right?
Mhm.
But like Abbott and Preach got like all their subscribers, and they're a reaction channel. All they do is like react to stuff. So even though like I'm not the biggest Fresh and Fit fan, they at least make content. They make
Yeah, they
content
make
for people to
content. Yeah,
react to, and all
yeah.
that other stuff. It's like think about that. Like Chris makes videos. Like Chris will find a
yeah.
article, you know what I mean, or whatever. And
Yeah,
he'll go over
I
stuff.
got you.
He
I got you.
makes
I got you.
content.
Yeah.
He just doesn't react. No, and there's nothing wrong with just straight reaction channels. Fine, right? Because I do a lot of reaction.
Yeah, I got you.
But people can't hate on those. Look, if you don't like how Fresh and Fit or Just Pearly things or whatever does, do it better then. Do
True.
it better than them. You know what I'm saying? But that's the best thing about Kevin. Everyone was people in every center of the internet were trashing him. People in Japan, Kevin is some music, talking shit about Kevin Samuels, dude. And he never ever beefed back with anyone. And I hope that if I can get, 20, 30, 40,000 subs, so you won't find me because someone's gonna, AJ says this and AJ that, nah, he's a sellout. Also, I don't care.
But AJ, I just saying he's just only for a time. He's just only for like a couple weeks, and then they move on because they got to move on, right?
Yeah.
They got to move on. So he's just only for a short time, because I remember I told you, Fresh and Fit had it real hard, man. Real hard.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It was
Real
that
hard, man.
summer of 2021.
Yeah,
when
that was when Myron got caught trying to leverage the show for some peace leave. You remember that?
Yeah, and then after like they had this issue with them with when Kevin died, he did a live stream. So I'm like, well, anyway, O'Shea Duke Jackson said like he come up and do a live stream, and like he was talking, he and basically what Myra was saying, like he and Kevin had a little beef, but he would not go to the extent as how black women do it.
Yeah.
So Duke Jackson said, "Oh, Myron just say that. Why Myron didn't take all the super chats and send to Kevin family?" I'm like, yo.
What? Yo, come on now. Come on. Wait a minute.
Well, O'Shea Duke Jackson,
like, yo.
he can be a bit a little bit emotional. Kevin Samuels did come through his channel, so he was probably a bit emotional. So
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't really watch O'Shea Duke Jackson anymore, really like that.
I haven't started.
I'm still subscribed to his channel, but I don't really watch.
I'm subscribed, but I don't watch because he has a hotkey for just Pearly things.
Yeah, but
like he's done like 80 just Pearly things videos, like, dude. And hey, look, make your money. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like I just want to see something new. Like, yes,
To be fair, I don't really care about, because a lot of the female content creators are like mega grifters, but I just be like, I'll make like one, like I made 2 videos about Just Pearly, and it was crazy. It was before she started getting backlash, and basically those videos I was trying to talk to black men, like, why are you guys simping so hard for Just Pearly when this was the same woman that Me Too the black man, and you guys do not care? So, and I basically said in that video, if something pops up in the future, I don't want you guys turning on her. And it's crazy. With that Just Pearly video that I made, it was interesting. I got a lot of subscribers off that. They were like, "Oh man, Chris, you were right about." I was like, "Right about what?" Really, it was just.
But here's the thing: no one cares.
Yeah.
If you really think what a bunch of black dudes on the internet think, You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
even though the
like
majority, I think that like a good chunk of her audience is black. Do you really think that the people who watch her on Instagram and all and other channels, do you really think that matters and that anyone cares?
I was like, you
You
guys
know what I'm
made her
saying?
famous. I said, like, look, you guys made her famous. You guys got to take that L. You know what I mean?
I don't. Well, the thing is this. I still don't get the concept of like how black men made her famous. See, Pearl lives in London. Pearly things, right? A lot of young black people in the West
It's the
want to
well,
get attention, so
it,
they were
it was
going
it, she was
on
connected
her.
to she was connected to Kevin Samuels though,
She
basically.
was on his show like twice.
Yeah, but
Right.
still,
But he treated her. He treated her too. Yeah. So you got to remember that.
So
Yeah.
what I am saying is this: you remember the black culture is a matriarchy.
yeah.
So
exactly.
all these women made it sure that black men and even white feminists have said that American black men are good to date because American black men are receptive to female suggestion and female viewpoints,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So black women want to just tell black men that women are above them, but they get mad when black men are receptive to white women, right? Who are actually saying a lot of the black manosphere talking points, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is this: I grew up in suburban white America, so the whole
Same here.
thing she said about whatever she got in trouble about, I'm still not sure. Why would you expect her to say otherwise?
No,
she's a middle class. She's a suburban ginger white girl.
That's
But
what I was saying in my video too. Because it's just a lot of. I just wish that a lot of black people were more that kind of. I wish they grew up how I grew up because I grew up around them like literally my whole life. So
and what I'm saying is, I look at just pearly things like Robin Thicke back when he was big, back in the day. All these people, Robin Thicke, why is he is soul music and he's doing it? Well, then you got to do it better. How is it sad that a white boy like Robin Thicke was doing neo soul better than black people were? That's our fault. You know what I'm saying? It does pearly things is the whatever she is of the red pill black space. Well, then people need to start doing it better. You know what I'm saying? Because look, I don't really watch her like that, anyways. So I don't.
But I'm not even subscribed.
So,
but I got my range from her. So
you got what?
I got range. I got a range from her.
Yeah. And the thing is, like I said, anyone that puts the red pill talking points out there, I don't care who it is. Okay. I don't care who it is, as long as it's part of the conversation. And also, too, the one thing Just Pearly Things doesn't do that Melanie King does. Just Pearly Things doesn't give men advice like Melanie King does. Melanie King tries to. I have courses and I coach men. You're a 44-year-old single mom. What do you want to coach anyone for? I was watching Just Pearly Things for a long time, and she's never tried to sit down and say, "So, Chris, this is how you can do better in life." She argues with these crazy English broads, yes, and uses our talking points, but
RJ, what I realize is that plenty content creators got to realize that she got a big audience in Australia.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's another thing too, guys.
She got a big audience in Australia.
People want to talk trash. A lot of people are eating off of Just Pearly Things too.
Because what I realize is that last week Tuesday, this guy who come up, he said he come from London. He come from Australia to come in London just to be on the show. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
He said that they run he and his dad do they do a gym. They have I think he said they have like he's a son, but he said his dad have like 3 gyms and within the three gyms, they run just the time, he said the timing different down there. So in the morning, like when everybody come and exercise, they run her episodes. They run her episodes, So she bring him up for that,
Yeah, but
So
what
I'm
I'm
like,
saying is,
shit.
but
People don't
Kevin,
realize, man, the kind of rich this girl
yeah,
have. But
but
but hey,
Kevin Samuels, even then, back when he was alive, a lot of
mhm.
people ate off of him. They were doing reactions, and if you went to a clubhouse, there was always like 6 or 7 rooms, and people, that whole ass Kevin Samuels, right? A lot of people will eat off of just pretty things and then trash.
Yeah,
That's why,
yeah,
like I
yeah,
said, I
yeah,
don't want to beef
yeah.
with anyone, and all these big
But
channels,
but
Chris.
you see, as what you said, like they're they're trying, like, to, as what you say, like, to like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Because what I realized, she said to, in the summer, she said she wanna do some episodes in Dubai, and she wanna do some episodes in Saudi Arabia. I'm like, shit. The minute
Yeah.
she get down there, man, that's it. It's over.
And what I'm saying is there needs to be people that do the same stuff and do the work. See, the thing is, there's the plate's big enough for all of us to eat, right? And there's guys like BGS Ibmore has been in the Black Manosphere since 2011 doing it. He has like 70,000 subs, and he just keeps it out there. He's been on and just guys, just keep in your lane, and just like, I don't knock anyone's hustle. Look, I would never ever date and marry a OF chick, but I don't knock anyone's hustle. Make your money. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. But these people hating, that's like the whole Chris Canford. When did the whole Fresh and Fit Abbott and Breach beef start? Because that's been going on for years, right?
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
for
it was
years, for years.
yeah, it was basically during that summer, that 2021.
That same someone I'm talking about, when that same someone, when they get the hard lash, right?
Yeah, basically it was
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that was basically, what people don't understand, that was planned,
Yeah.
and that was a planned attack. But fortunately, I'm not like I said, I'm not the biggest, Fresh and Fit fan, or whatever's popular. I try to make my own content as best as I can, but I try not to take shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I try to make sure I'm not using their clips, all the time.
All the time.
I got you. I got you.
You know what I mean? So I just hope that people just stop, calling out all the other males.
I got you.
You know what I mean? So I just hope that people just stop.
We have a echo. Oh, so guys, this whatever podcast guy. I don't know if you guys ever watched this.
Yeah, he's pretty popular. I've seen some clips.
Come on, man! Like,
but let me tell you this. Before I started, okay. So the reason why
the whatsoever.
Yeah.
No. Before they used to do pranks.
Yes, their podcast. Look, the only reason, he did find his niche because he brings on girls that are like Fresh and Fit gets girls that are at least drinking age, 21, 22, 27, 40, or whatever. He gets girls straight out of high school, girls that are 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm talking just straight up dingbats, right? So that's why, even though I believe, and this isn't me like trying to talk, because look, get your money, but out of all the Manosphere podcasts, his is the worst. He's the worst, huh?
But it's not just him though, because this is what I'll say. Like, before I even started watching the Red Pill stuff, there used to be a show that I used to watch. It's called the Zoe. Do you know who Zoe Williams is? He's not part of the Manosphere. But what he would do, he would have a show. This was like in 2015, 2016. I used to watch this stuff. He would have
Zoe Williams with like Z-O?
Yep, Z-O and just Williams. This guy. He would have his Zoe show. He doesn't really run it the same like he used to, but basically he would have every week, he would have all these girls from LA, because the show was based in LA. It would just be him, and he would have all these girls surrounding him, and And Zoe Williams, he used to collaborate with Corey Holcomb all the time. That's how I know him.
Oh, he got in a fight with Ari Spears
on Corey Holcomb's show.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
yeah, that was in 2017. But so basically, with Zoe Williams, he would have his show, and he would have all these girls surrounding him. Right, it's same format as what we're seeing today, and he would talk about relationships. He would put like the ideas out there, and these girls, they would be like 30 years old, 30s in their mid 40s. They would be talking about nothing. They would be, you'll be like, what are these girls? This was in 2015. So now now it's crazy. Now that I'm seeing this format again, it's weird.
It is.
Oh man, I saw that live, right?
Come on, don't do that, nigga. And that's the truth, nigga. Trust me, nigga. You could trust me. I've had about enough of your shit. That's the truth, nigga. Shut the fuck up while I'm loudest niggas are the light skinned niggas.
That's so true, dude. That's so true.
No. This.
Go ahead with your let's all. I'm not drunk, nigga. I know. I don't drink, nigga. I'm very clear minded. Which means I'll fuck you up even more because I'm drunk, nigga. Well, hold up.
Yeah, man. I'll say this throughout the show, because I watched that show live. Throughout the show, Ari Spears was very disrespectful. And the problem with Zoe Williams, he's a very smart individual, but I can tell he's one of those guys that he holds things in until he boils over.
Okay.
He's one of those guys. Very soft spoken until he gets provoked long enough. Like,
how long was that? How long was that, AJ?
That was 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
But if you check out, I want you to check out Zoe Williams' YouTube channel, his old, and check out his old videos, and he would have like these girls around. Same format that you're seeing today, and it's the same results.
Okay.
That's why like the shows that I see now, it's kind of interesting because it doesn't really impress me because I've already seen this format before, but I still will give it its credit because it does make for great entertainment.
I just don't know how like Myron and them do it with all those Miami 304s, man. Straight up, those girls are all the dregs of society, dude.
I know, but people think it's just Miami. No, it's all over, man. It's all over.
Man. You go to friggin' Iowa and stuff, or you go to like Nashville and stuff. Miami's different, man. These girls.
But they're not from Miami. They come to Miami.
I know, and then they become Miami. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works.
But even in Connecticut, like my cousin, he has his podcast, and it's the same results, bro. It's the same result. They don't be talking about nothing, man. If you put in more than 2 or 3 girls together and they start talking, you're gonna hear some of the biggest nonsense you'll ever hear in your life.
It's crazy, man.
If it's more than two, I promise you, it's not gonna be no productive conversation.
Yeah,
I'm telling. It don't matter what. It doesn't matter what state. Connecticut.
You know the craziest thing that
it don't matter.
That kind of trips me out. Guys, tell me if you agree in the chat, right? Why do girls honestly get shocked? Like, why do girls actually think that we give a damn of what they have to say, right? Like they'll be on a date and they're da 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 da, and the guy's like
because men lie to them all the time.
No, but it's not. But men are not okay. They're so delusional that they don't think that they're vapid and have nothing to say, right? Their ego, they're so egotistical that they think that they're completely irrelevant and incorrect opinion on anything serious matters, right?
Yeah.
See, and they actually think that
they think they're funny, bro.
This is the privilege that they have because they're born with what most men want, right? And that they honestly think that their personality is why all these guys come up and talk to them. And it's so crazy that these girls, like the girls who want to actually, I want to make a guy wait for 90 days. You think that a guy is gonna wait? A guy who's just gonna smash, he's gonna smash on the first date and leave. He's gonna smash on the 90th day and leave. Like, what are you talking about? I just don't understand. As a guy, You have your friends that are your homeboys. You talk to them about politics, about video games, all this other stuff. Especially as a young guy, a 25-year-old guy, what do you have in common with a 25-year-old girl? Except that one cool girl that's actually into sports and actually into cars and actually into video games and actually into that stuff. But those are rare. But the average 25, 26-year-old woman, what relevant things can she possibly have to say?
It's nothing but it doesn't even to me personally, I don't even think the age matters in my experience. I don't even think
yes it does, because the only women when polled that actually care and know about politics are postmenopausal women.
I'm just saying I'm not counting them. I'm not really counting them, because even them, bro, they'll say, like, dude, I know one girl, bro, she was like postmenopausal, conservative woman.
Jameson's in the house. What's going on, my friend?
Right, conservative. She's all of that, and she still be playing dumb. Like, I remember somebody had asked her, she wanted to smash somebody that I know, and she was still talking about, oh, don't call me to the hotel like I'm like your personal 304. And you asked them, and you already had an agreement between it that you guys wanted to smash each other, but you're still playing these middle school games. She's over 40 years old.
Yeah.
To me, the age, you still got to treat them with kid gloves.
Seriously,
a lot of the time.
Seriously, I don't understand all these girls that sit there and they see a guy and they're just talking about stupid stuff. And that's one of the guys I try to stick to, like, not giving dating advice other than like who not to date, because like I'm not a pickup artist, one of those idiots, right?
No PUA stuff here. No.
But I can tell you the best thing to do on a first date is shut up and let them talk. Because I was talking and just go, no way, because you could all because if you talk, you could say something like, maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll assume that, I don't know, maybe pro-life or pro-choice comes up and you say the wrong thing, or maybe the orange guy comes up, or maybe some effing stuff, and all you got to do is say the wrong thing and that's it, right?
The orange guy.
Seriously. And then all you have to do is make them think that you care about what they say. Just let them yap and yap and yap and yap, and you make them think that they're the most interesting person that you've ever met. But in real life, you got to tell them, you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
You know, I love that movie, bro. I love that movie. That's what it is, man.
Dude. That's what it is, man. Seriously, that's what it takes. And the fact that there's laws against men lying to a woman to get them in the sack when they like, your hair ain't that color. Matter of fact, that's not your real hair. Those aren't your nails. You ain't that tall because you got heels on. You know, that makeup, that ain't your face. You got a push-up bra on and a BBL. Who's lying here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. You get to freaking go home with a chick, she wakes up the next day, goes to the bathroom, washes all that stuff off, and a goddamn Ninja Turtle walks out of the bathroom. Who are you? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, but yeah, man, I'm trying to think of like the worst date that I ever had. I remember this one girl that I was going out with. It was like the third time we'd gone out. I'm like, look, I'm gonna smash, because I hadn't smashed yet, right? So she's like, here, let's meet up with my friends. I'm like, God, here we go, right? And so we ended up just, the whole night was just BS, right? It was just bad, because we ended up going to this distillery that closed at like right before I got there. So it's overpriced drinks. I ordered one and then had to drink it fast. And then I hadn't eaten, so we went to this brewery where there was no food, right? And then we were going to go to the sports bar because the Seahawks game was on. But then one of them had her little dog with her, so we couldn't go inside the restaurant. So they're like, well, let's go to this tapas place, right? The Spanish tapas. Now, I'm a big dude. I got to eat. When I'm hungry, I got to eat. I am not going to go to no tapas place and pay, $15 a plate. But we ended up going there anyway. We had to Uber all the way across town, right? So we're sitting there. It's me, her, and her 3 friends, okay? And one of them was from San Diego, and this is an important detail. Oh, yeah, and guys, women aren't funny in general. I can't think of a single funny comedian.
Not one.
Comedian other than that one girl who was on SNL playing that played all the politicians, the skinny girl. She's pretty funny. And then the white girl from In Living Color who played Cher all the time. She's funny. Anyways, but so one of them was like, oh, my sister got pregnant, and her boyfriend's a piece of trash because he doesn't want. I said, whoa. Did they discuss having a baby? Well, no. I was like, so wait a minute. So you don't understand why he's upset by the fact that she got pregnant. And of course they say, oh, the birth control failed. Birth control is 99.9% effective. No, she wanted to have a baby. All right. And now she's making the decision for him. Guys don't like being bullied around. Right. I go, look. She's like, well, it takes 2 to tango and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, but she's trying to have you guys know the logic, right? She's deciding to have the baby. He's not. I was like, well, how can you say that? AJ, you're a jerk and blah, blah, blah. I said, look, just like I said earlier, no one's forcing me to be a dad. I said, if he doesn't want to be a father, all he should do is what's legally required. Direct deposit.
Well, you see, I don't
hold on. This chick looked at me and goes, wow, you're on your way to the friend zone, buddy. She said that in front of her friends. Trying to show off, and they're all hee ha ha ha. I said, all right, okay. So they all went to the bathroom, right? Okay. I said, waiter, check, please. Now I should have just got up and left them with a check, but I paid my part of the check, got an Uber, and left her there. And all of a sudden, her phone starts blowing me up. Where are you? What happened? Why did you leave? I block her. The dating app I met her on. Where are you? Blocked her. I forgot that she was on my Facebook. Blocked her. Then her friends, I saw a San Diego number start calling. Was like, is she calling me from her friend's phone? Blocked her. You're on your way to the friend zone. Please, here, let me just do it for you. Anyways, what are you saying, Chris?
But yeah, I was gonna say, like, bringing up that, like, I don't even talk about that kind of stuff on dates. There's no way I'm even finna. I'm not. As soon as I remember one girl, she tried to basically probe out of me. What politics do I bring? She tried to hint at it, and I was like, let's not talk about this. And she's like, well, you must. She was like, you must support Orange Man. And I'm just like, do you really care? But I was like, let's talk about something else. That's probably the closest it's ever came. Most of the time, you got to shut it down like right away, because most of the 99% of the time, they're gonna say something stupid.
That's true.
99% of the time. And I'll say this, number 2 on this end. The reason why I stopped using dating apps in 2016, somebody put me up on game that basically girls will have friends everywhere, right? So basically, I know a girl, and apparently she's not the only one that does this. She'll match with a guy, and she'll find out the information about the guy because she'll know like somebody that works.
She'll quiz him and see if he's telling the truth.
No, like she'll know somebody in a tax collecting agency, so she will bring up. She would call her friend at the tax collecting agency and bring up his information to see if he's lying about his job and stuff like that. And I was like, you're doing, and when I found out about this, I was like, so they're doing all of that?
Yep.
That's insane. Now I understand why it's like they have 5 legs up on you on the competition. So I'm like, I'm deleting all that stuff.
U.S. woman. So I did a video on this. Said she went on 6 dates a week to save money on groceries.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, guys, this is what's going on out there. Yeah. Guys, passports or girls from Iowa and Wyoming. Straight up, dude. Girls from the South. You know what I'm saying? Girls from friggin' you know, girls from Maine and stuff. All of these country bumpkins, man. Straight up. Because all these modern chicks now, they're all nuts, man. All of them. You know? So, who are you? I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. Kenford, Chris, any closing comments before we shut this bad boy down?
Ken, you can go first.
Yeah, man, RJ, you just gotta, your subscribers will go up, man. You just gotta do shots, do 10 shots a day. Just put out content, put out content. Try to make it like about within like about 10 minutes, 10 to 8 minutes. Put out content, just put out content, man. Just do it like for about, put out at least 10 per day. And like do that consistently, like about 3 months. So you could
it usually takes about 16, 17 months to get monetized. I got monetized in 3 months because I had my one video go viral, and that was my my M2 video, right? And this video is funny, guys, because I don't know if I told you the story of this video. Look, this one has 128,000 views. Right. And I posted this video right before I left for Iceland. I just made it. It's not even. And when I landed on the plane, it had 13,000 views in like less than a day. I was like, what in the world? And I didn't know how to like capitalize on this. Right. So by the time I got back, it was like 40,000 views. So I went from like 16 subs to like 700 and something in like 3 weeks. No, 500 and something. And I'm trying to hit 3,000 by.
What's the timestamp on it? What's the timestamp? How long?
11 minutes and 51 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Around that time.
So, but I do need to get my shorts game up because I need to make more of those because you get a lot of subs off of shorts. Especially good ones, you know.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you gotta do at least 10.
Yeah.
No, the normal YouTube would do like 2 or 3 per day. You gotta do at least 10.
Yeah,
you saying 10 per day?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'll take.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's interesting too that you know. All the people, so for all you guys out there that are listening who want to start making content, right? There's this guy, Elton Intensity. This guy, he's been doing like content about like working out. It's like he hates on CrossFit and stuff and all this for years, right? For years and years and years. He's a lawyer down in DC, right? But he does a lot of merch and everything else. And he has a video where he talks about money on YouTube. Once you get big enough, you have to do other things like Patreon and merch and other things because YouTube is so finicky. Chris, once you get monetized, you will see how finicky these jerk jobs at YouTube can get. You'll have a video that you make and they'll change the algorithm and it'll demonetize like 2 or 3 videos, you know, and they don't even tell you why, you know. So honestly, that's why having channels where you do clips of your own stuff and then shorts and then doing merch is the way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, he does supplements. He does t-shirts and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, he makes a good amount. So
yeah, I'm already having my backup channels ready for not only just, you know, this kind of content for sports, music. I already know this main channel is gonna eventually get demonetized. So the reason
say so because Kevin Samuels channel. He just had one channel, whereas Tommy Sotomayor had like what 30, 40 channels.
Dude, I think I'm gonna be on the Tommy Sotomayor road more than Kevin Samuels.
I hope not, man.
I have a feeling because Tommy,
because you could say all the same stuff. Chris, you aren't a vulgar guy. You can make your points. Like I've never heard you, these hoes and you know what I'm saying? you have a very succinct and effective style that's not going to trigger the algorithm, right? I've watched most of your videos.
I hope so.
even when you're on one, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't just call your B's and 304s and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as long as you can do that, you're just fine. So
yeah, I hope so, man.
Closing comment, Chris.
Well, just to let you, these 304s are struggling out here. They starving out here. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yeah. They're not what you see on IG is fake. Trust me, I know a lot of these people in real life. I've worked with some of them in terms of music. A lot of them are broke. I'm talking about just dead broke. They're barely making it by. They have to go to a sugar daddy, or they gotta go to their actual father to get to help them pace by. So I just hope that people aren't taking what they're I hope they're not taking their lifestyle to the bank and like, man, I wish I had that. So just hopefully just do what you like. If you're a young man out there, there's a lot more options for you than you think. You don't have to compare your life to them. They're not really winning out here. Everybody's out here struggling.
If they were to spend as much time and effort actually trying to get rich as they do trying to make it seem like they are rich, they would be rich.
Exactly. And the best, like the OnlyFans models that are actually getting real money, they all have male managers.
That's true. That's true. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna shut this bad boy down. I appreciate all you guys. I am gonna start going live because I'm gonna start the Send the Asteroid podcast coming up soon. And guys, my email is in my about. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, or if you want to come on the panel, because the format's going to be panel for about 35 minutes and then a call in afterwards. So if you want to be on the show, let me know. And yeah, guys, we're just going to talk about all types of foolishness, but it'll be regular. It'll be a regularly scheduled live stream. So I appreciate you guys, and I'm out of here. Have a good
Appreciate you guys.
Peace.
Rest of your night, guys. Take it
care.
Take it easy.
Mm-hmm.